Let's create an Amazon EC2 instance and then host a basic website on it using the CLI. Now, first thing we're going to do is tukujapa. Let's have an EC2. So let's create an EC2 instance haraka. Now that is something I told you. You click on launch instance, click Apple. Then you're going to say test website. That is the name of our instance, and we're only creating one instance Apache. So we're going to pick on default Amazon Linux 2 tukuja Apache. Then the next thing we're going to do is we want to SSH through this, so we're going to create a key value pair. Then we're going to say, let's say auth0 RSA PEM, then create new key pair. Then I'm going to download this into my desktop. So the private key is now downloaded onto my desktop. Yeah, so the next thing we're going to do is security groups. Yeah, so security groups, what we have, let's allow HTTP and HTTPS permissions, and then every other thing up in the default. Then let's launch the instance. Now we're looking at the instance, it's creating, and then now, now log succeeded, it has logged. Now we are going to look at view all instances. Yeah, we're going to view all instances. Okay, so ours is called test website. So we're going to view all instances. So what do we do? Let's see. Right now it's pending. So let's wait for it to boot. It actually it is now running. Actually, pretty good. So now it is running. We want to access it via our CLI. So click on this, and then first thing we're going to look for is details. Now what we have here is we're going to pick the public IP address is this. So this is where we are able to access this. So we're going to put it in the browser. And then if you load it, it's not going to load because there is nothing there. The EC2 is just the EC2. So we want to log into it and then create something that is seeable. So what do we do next? The next thing we do is let's open CLI. Yeah, let's open CLI. So CLI, so CD desktop, because we downloaded our ls, we find we have auth-pem. So we're going to change mod, and then we're going to give it read permissions 400, and then we're going to say auth PEM. So we're now good, we've given permission. So the next thing is to SSH -I, and then we're SSHing then auth. We're going to read that, and then we're going to say EC2 user, because that is default user at. Then we're going to pick the public IP. Then you click on here and then okay, sorry, let's do this. At that, let it load. Now we're going to say yes. Yeah, fine. Now we are logged into Amazon Linux 2, so we are now here. So now if you do pwd, we're now here. So the next thing we're going to do is we want to install something. So we're going to look for this website. I've seen it. It's a static HTML website, and then we want to move it in. So what we're going to do is we're going to clone it here. So because we're cloning it, because we're cloning this thing, then we don't have git installed. So sudo yum install. Yum is the package manager we're using. Then let's say we're installing git. So let's install git haraka. I don't know what is happening. Okay, sorry. So let's say yes. So git is installing. Now git is installing. Okay, git is installed. So next thing we're going to do, we need a web server. The Nginx did Apache. So let's use Apache. So we're going to say sudo yum, and then sudo yum install httpd. That is Apache. So sometimes, okay, let's say yes. So Apache is now installed. So we want to start Apache. So system ctl start httpd. So Apache started. Let's see, system. Sorry, we need to use a sudo command. So because here we need the sudo systemcl start httpd. So we're starting. So how do we check that it is actually sudo systemctl let's say status of httpd. So it is actually working. So the server is actually started. So that if you come here, let's say sudo systemctl. Now the thing we need to do is we need to restart our Apache server. So httpd, sorry, restart, or sudo systemctl. Let's say restart httpd. Sorry. So our Apache server is restarted. So if you come here and reload this, yes, now we have a test page. So Apache server is now working. So next thing we're going to do is now we need to actually go. So right now pwd. So now we need to cd into the var, and then ww, then we have HTML folder. Yeah. So if we do pwd, we are already here. So what we want to do is we want to clone that repository. So we're going to clone sudo git clone the repository. So if you go here, we're going to see the repository. We're going to http. So let's clone it. So if you come back here and say git clone paste, it's now cloning it. So if you do an ls command, we have backup list. So we need to move everything into the root folder so that it can show. So we're going to do a move. We're moving backup list, but we're moving everything that exists inside the backup list to the current directory. Sorry. So one of the things I usually sahau is that I don't have permissions. So if you do that, and then we do an ls command, we have everything indexed.html. So one thing we're going to do is we're going to say sudo systemctl, then restart. We're starting the Apache server. Okay, sudo sys. Okay. Restart httpd. Sorry. And voila, we have restarted it. So let's see if our EC2 instance, if we reload, what do we have? We have this. Oh, it's working. So we have actually uploaded something on our EC2 instance. How awesome is that?